Hello! In this video I'm going to talk about weapon stats in critical ops. Since there were some changes to the weapon stats in the recent 1.17 update, I wasn't able to find any weapon stats data out there. I saw that others are curious about that too. That's why I decided to gather as much info about the weapon stats as I could in-game and store it all into this spreadsheet. I also created images with these tables that should be linked in the description below. The spreadsheet contains pretty much all the info that defines a weapon, except the look and the values linked to weight, recoil and spread. Why didn't I include the recoil and spread? There are many factors that go into calculation of the recoil and spread. Finding the relations between them and measuring them would not be worth the effort, since the recoil and spread can easily be visually tested in or before the match. The effects of recoil depend on a player's skill, the ability to control the weapon, and it boils down to how he feels the weapon. Effects of the stats I did measure are always the same, regardless of skill or randomness. Let's now talk about what is in the spreadsheet. Here is the damage per bullet both on short and close range, and both with and without armor. Note that for the shotguns the damage per single pellet is shown, and there are 10 pellets per shot. Penetration factors show how much damage goes through an armor. When a gun has penetration 1, it means that it deals the same damage regardless of armor. These values define how far can enemy be so no damage drop-off happens. In other words, the range of weapon's short distance where the maximum damage is applied. From that point until these points, the damage is being gradually decreased, and after reaching the minimum damage distance, the damage remains minimum, constant value. So for a weapon, any distance equal to or larger than this is referred to as long distance. The other columns are pretty self-explanatory. For SA-58, I calculated the rounds per minute as if there wasn't a pause between bursts, because 5 bullets are almost always enough to eliminate an enemy. If you calculate that pause in, it's more like 530 rounds per minute. These columns, where the time is measured, aren't 100% accurate, because measured value isn't always the same, and there is only so much accuracy a 60 FPS recording can provide. On this third tab, I calculated the number of bullets to each body part needed to eliminate an enemy. On the second tab is the minimum time needed to eliminate an enemy, if the first bullet is fired at 0 seconds. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.